And you're listening to Rico and Pearlo's House of Exotic Picks Frolic. And we got one game on the card. We didn't have anything last night, and it's a big one. To join us today, of course, we have Parlay Dre and Statmaster Jay. And we're gonna go over the one game. I'll talk a little bit about it worked out for me with the Vegas series. I had them in 6. I had them in 5 and I had them in 6. So that worked out really good for me. Not so much with the next game we're going to talk about. I had the Sabres to win the series and I was wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that. I was wrong. I got to say, this Montreal team is very impressive. I think St. Louis is a great coach. The last time we were betting, I didn't do spectacular. I had Luukkonen over saves, and of course he got taken out, and that was that. Did better on the second game. How did you guys do on that night?
Which day are we talking? Are we talking what, Thursday night?
Anaheim, and it was Anaheim and
Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And Montreal. Buffalo.
I had a pretty good night. I had Montreal. I had the Knights. I had Darlene over 2.5 shots. That was my big play of the day. I lost the parlay. I had Dorofeyev, which cashed, I think, on the goal that he had, the second goal he had there.
Second goal, cashed the shots.
Yeah, and then I had Barbashev over 1.5, which lost. That was a loser, and my parlay was a loser. But outside of that, I hit both sides and did pretty good. I ended up not taking the under on the under 6.5, or did I? I don't know what I did. But I'm glad I didn't, because that was, if I didn't, I'm glad I didn't, because that was over quick. I may have taken it. I'm going to look now. But that's pretty much the gist of what I had.
Yeah, I ended up, I had played Vegas in 5 and in 6, and I played Anaheim in 6 and in 7. So I came away ahead of unit on that, on the series plays. I had Houghton for 2+ goals in the series. I lost on Gauthier for 3+ goals and most goals in the series, but I did. I had Dorofeyev for most goals, and that push with I think with Marner, and then I had Dorofeyev also for 3+ goals in the series. So, and then in the game itself, I had the Dorofeyev anytime goal, shots for Dorofeyev. I pushed on the total, and I pushed on the third period over 2, and then I just played an empty net goal, just flat, small play on that. But all in all, ended up it was pretty good. And then the Montreal game, big play was on the over, and I had the Darlene shots. I had lost on the New Hook goal, had a Caulfield goal. So it ended up being it was a pretty decent night. And now we move on for part 6 of Montreal Buffalo.
Yeah. I warned about the New Hook shots thing, and then
that one I had to.
I bet him over 1.5, and parlayed it with Hannafin over blocks. But I had Marner point, but I had at Colorado and Vegas parlayed to win the series. Vegas to win in 6, so that all turned out really well for me. But I had no goals first 5 and under 6.5 in the Montreal game.
So I ended up not playing the under, but I did play McTavish, which cashed. So McTavish over 1.5, and then I also forgot I had 2 golf plays that I put in, and I went 1-1 or 1-1 on those. So I pushed one, lost one, and pushed one and lost one. But then I had 2 golf plays today that both cashed. They were head-to-head matchups in the second round of the PGA Championship. So I'll probably put out another one for tomorrow.
Are you hearing anything?
You sound real robotic, and you look a little robotic.
Let me.
I don't know what's.
I'm gonna check what's going on.
I had hard over saves too. I forgot about that. Got that.
I don't know why it does that. It happens a lot. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's
All right.
let's rock.
Yeah.
And I had 2 golf plays today. 2-0.
Oh,
Sweet.
congratulations.
I
All
think
right.
I'll have one
Swag went
tomorrow.
2-0 in baseball again. He's on a 7-game heater. He's freaking.
Yeah, I didn't see he had a second play. I did tail his under in the Yankees. If I must have missed the other one. But yeah,
That
that
was
was
under 7 Boston game, I think it was. I think you
oh,
hit
that
it.
one too. Yeah, I was
So-
gonna I took a screenshot of the ticket. I was gonna post it on YouTube, and I mean not YouTube, on X, and thank him on his post if he puts his post up.
Okay. Montreal game. I mean, I'll send it off to you guys. I didn't bet the side on the Montreal Buffalo game, the last game, because I had Buffalo for the series, and I had kind of realized that it probably wasn't going to happen. Probably should have hedged, but I didn't. I may hedge on this one though. What about where are you going with this, Dre?
So, like I was saying earlier, I was contemplating taking the under, and outside of the first period, Dovish, I think, eventually settled down after the first period and didn't let up a goal the rest of the game.
Mhm.
But outside of that, it seemed like it. At least the last
going on?
the last 2 periods were kind of an under, although they had, I think, 3 goals in the second period and 1 goal there in the third. But for me, I do like goals early. I am playing the first period over 1.5. I mean, they went over 1.5, 3 out of the 4 games in the season, and they've went 4-1 in this series. So overall, they are 7-2 in their last 9 in the total 9 games this season to the first period over. The first period, both teams to score. I'm not on that. They went 1-3 in the season, and they went 4-1 in the series. So both teams to score is trending. But yeah, I like the first period over. Like I said, it's 3-1 in the season, 4-1 in the series, 7-2 over their last 9 games overall this season. So I do like the over first period. I do like Montreal in this game. I think that the juice is too much rich for my blood, but the last 5 games that all they've won, every game they've won this series, they've gotten to at least 4.
Yeah.
So I like the Montreal team total over 3.5 at even money. It's like plus 100.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to trust the over. I mean, the over, I like the over too, but I think I'm settled more on the Montreal team total. Then as far as player props, I like Darlene, right? But going right back to Darlene over 2.5. And then I'm going to look at some other players. Caulfield, I think, hit 3 games in a row. So he
Yeah.
might be a good parlay piece to put with him because I think it's starting to get juicy again. But yeah, that's what I'm on, or at least looking towards.
Yeah.
JD? Oh, you're clipping out again. Yeah, I don't know if
I'm
it's hard to
going
say if
back
it's just
to while he's trying to figure out what's going on there. I'm going back to Thompson under shots. I had that last game too. His shoulder is messed up or something. I don't know. That's part of the reason why Buffalo's struggling so bad. But oh my gosh, let's face it. I mean, goaltending killed them that game. That was just unheard. Like that Luukkonen goal that went between his legs. Can't let that go in that spot.
well, I think no matter which way they look now, either goalie is not confident. And if you get Dobish playing like he played the last 2 periods or every other game in this series besides that first period, like, there you are.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. So, last I heard you say you like the Darlene shots or the Darlene assist or point. I didn't catch
Shots. The over
shots.
2.5.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But
And I
you can
see
go
what
ahead and
Doan's got points. Doan's got points in every game. Is his point
What is
parlay? I
his
didn't
point
even.
at? Let's see. Josh Doan point. It's even Fanatic shows minus 105. Everything else is like in the minus 120 range.
Yeah.
I'd have to check. I should probably check the book because sometimes when it's that far off, it's not right.
I'm debating about Samuelson. I know 5-2 in the last 2 games and over 1.5 and plus 135 for his shots. And then Hellenius, right? You guys going with Hellenius tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, for a point or whatever you want to
I'm
I
do.
just
would
going to
at
play the
least do a
assist or the
point.
goal.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
if that works, I would do that too.
I mean,
like
I
that
saw
too.
plus 425 for an assist and 625 for the goal. So figuring, good shot at cashing there. Third period over 2, I got it minus 105. I got the empty net goal at plus 105, and then if you want, and I'm debating whether to grab Montreal for the empty net goal at plus 190.
Yeah, I like that. It is correct. So Josh Jones point over on Fanatics is 20 cents better than every other
Yeah.
book. It's minus 105.
And I see
I,
Jake
I,
Evans
I,
is. Go ahead.
I took the over in this game already at 6.
Yeah, I played the over. I played the over as well, and I like the team total. Dre, I'm with you on that. I think that I don't think you lose both
Yeah.
the team total, and the full
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, and I think, like me, I like Montreal. So
Yeah,
I may play that flat 6-2 and just play Montreal's team total because if Buffalo runs away with it, it's probably going to be an over,
yeah,
just like you're saying. So if I don't get the Montreal team total, and if Montreal runs away with it, I may cash both. So
yeah. Jake Evans for a point at plus 180. Anyone?
I
Ooh,
haven't looked into points or assists. I just looked into shot on goal props and
He's
sides
got
and total shit.
he's had points in the last 4 games. Um, so yeah, plus 180. I thought New Hook. It's interesting. Now you got it. Now like the 1.5 is heavily juiced, even though he didn't cash last game. I saw, and over 2.5 is plus 195. His points prop is at plus 120 for New Hook, and he's had points in 4 straight.
Yeah, I like that.
Caulfield for 2 goals was plus 800, and the hat trick plus 4,500. If you want a little Mr. Saturday Night magic.
Yeah, I mean on a closeout game too
Yeah,
for him, or for at least for the Canadians.
yeah.
So it looks like he only had 2 attempts in that last game, but yeah, no. Prior to that, it was 8-4-4-4. So.
What do you mean 2 attempts? He had 3 shots on goal last game, Caulfield.
Oh no, I was looking at New Hook. I'm sorry.
Oh, New Hook. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
I think Tuck will have a big night. I mean, how tight do you think this game will be? Well, I think it completely depends on how good Lyon plays, because I'm pretty sure it'll be Lyon. They're not going back.
Yep.
If he plays well, I don't mind Dobish over saves. It's just if you think Montreal's going to kind of But if Buffalo's lost all their steam, then it probably won't hit. But if it's going to be somewhat tight, I think Buffalo will try to shoot a ton. Like they're going to shoot a ton if they're down. There's going to be desperation there. So
Well, there's got to be there's going to be desperation. They're playing for their lives. I mean,
yeah, you would think so. Yeah, for sure. I so I don't know. I would do lean Montreal here. It's just this series has kind of messed me up in some ways. If Buffalo play, I still say if Buffalo plays their best with confidence, they're the better lineup, but you're not seeing it enough. And
I think if
Montreal is changing things up way better than Buffalo is. So
yeah, I think if they play their best, it's going to be a race because I think Sabres goaltending is done. Like
could be.
if Buffalo wants to win this game, it's going to be a 6-5 game.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah. By the way, you can get Caulfield and Darlene each for 3 shots plus 128.
Oh, I like that.
And I like the over first period too.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tuck is on his longest streak of the season to not have a point. He's had 5 straight games without a point. He's just about even money or minus 110 on most books. I think if you think Buffalo's going to do something, he's definitely got to step up being pointless in 5 straight.
I'm just looking here. Yeah, Tuck over shots is probably good too. I had that last game. He's the one shooting, and he's shooting. But like I said, something's wrong with Tage. You watch him play.
Well, you can cross-check people with the best of them.
I think he's frustrated and injured.
You know, I understand frustration during the games, but some of these penalties that I've seen in this postseason, I'm like, in these close games, like you can't. I mean, like I said, I understand frustration, but some of these penalties, I'm like, what the?
Well,
fuck
yeah,
are
I'll tell you.
doing?
Like, I was trying to think. I go back game 3 with Anaheim Vegas. The Knights took an early cross-checking penalty, and then later in the game, Lacombe got like an elbowing penalty because he was like barely touching the head of the Ducks player. And one of the Vegas coaches said to me, that penalty does not get called if they didn't call the cross-check in the first period. He goes, that is not a penalty on Lacombe. But the refs put themselves in a position now where they just have to, yeah, it's dumb. It's really getting, it's bad. It's
yeah,
really,
a missed call is a missed call. That should be it, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's pretty messed up. It's messed up. I agree.
Hey, not to get off topic, but what the hell did Tort say that got him $100,000 fine?
It's nothing that he said. It's what he didn't do. So the Knights were pissed off that McNabb got suspended, and they just said, "Well, fuck you. I'm not doing the press conference because that's my response, and I'm not. And they're going to ask me about it, and I'm probably going to say something that's going to cost me $100,000 anyways."
Oh, so I'm just.
I think, like, for me, I think them losing a draft pick is garbage.
I don't think they'll lose it.
What do you mean they don't think they'll lose it? They've already taken it away from them.
They can appeal it.
I
think they'll appeal it and take it back. They're just putting. They're just trying to stress the importance of what they want to say, and then they'll appeal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say, from a person who goes to these things, they are a colossal waste of time. The coach, especially at this time of the year, like no one says anything at all.
Yeah. And yeah, you don't want to deviate your focus from what you're doing either, and have shit.
They just don't say anything. Like I mean, like even Marner went to the podium yesterday. He said nothing. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
I get, whatever. Like, I get it, but that's so. Yeah, it's and someone said to me that that maybe Vegas was warned about something along this line in the past.
Yeah. I heard something about, like, they had to make it to the hotel before 11 or something like that in the regular season at some time. I can't remember what it was, but they had I don't know.
No,
This
yeah. So I don't know what happened in the past, but that was my understanding of that's why he got fined is fine. Like you want to, I makes sense. The guy should talk to them. He should, even if he just says, look, even gives you one word answers, and you know that's fine. But you can't. He has to show up.
yeah,
I get it.
taking a pick is a little bit extreme, and I'm pretty sure that when
Well,
they feel it, that it'll go.
I don't know if yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just somehow the Blackhawks, with all the sexual assault scandal, didn't lose a draft pick. Got
Yeah,
Connor Bedard. You
I
know.
know. Yeah, exactly. I
Oh, Bill
wonder how
Wirtz,
that
right?
is.
The Wirtz family. Yeah,
Wow.
we don't want to piss off one of the original six teams. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not going to be punitive to
And
them.
not only that, how much the league itself didn't want to shine a light on that either. People forget the league was all part of that too at the time. It's not just Chicago. The league knew what was going on too. So I think that had more to do with it than anything. Was that Ottawa general manager that screwed up with the trade?
Yes. The trade with Vegas. No, the trade with Anaheim. Wasn't it?
Yeah, and he was on his no trade list. I can't remember who it was. No.
Well, there was question about when he submitted his no trade and whatever. But yeah, it was.
And they lost a first, man, for that.
They did. I mean, it's just. Yeah.
But like this for a second,
that's different. That to me is that's shady.
Yeah, that's shady and it's worth it. But a second for this and a first for that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not much different. This is.
But a second for this, it doesn't make any sense. Like it's just. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I like the tuck over shots. Rico said. I'm going to go back to that. He has been shooting a lot.
Also, too, like if you're looking to shave the Montreal money line, the team total is one way of doing it. But if you like Montreal, you can take Montreal and over 5.5. A lot of us like the over. And then you can also take Montreal and both teams to score 2. So if you do both of those, it's a playable line. If you do any one of those 3, it's all a playable line.
Well, you can take some of these shot props we're talking about, Montreal money line. Yeah, tuck over.
Yeah, you could take Darlene for 2 and Montreal money line, something like that.
Isn't tomorrow Saturday?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
that's why
he said. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
I said Caulfield for 2 is 8-1. Three goals is 45-1.
Right. So you could take Caulfield over shots and Montreal money line.
Yeah, I think he's hitting 3 straight.
Yeah.
So that's one way you could do it.
Well, yeah. So I was saying that's why I threw out the Caulfield, Darlene each for 3 at plus 128.
Was it Dadonov, really, Rico?
Yeah, it's Donov. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't because he had it's funny. He was one of the guys that had all the California teams on his no trade list because he didn't want to pay California taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But he was fine living, in Ottawa.
Yeah, it's Ottawa taxes.
Yeah.
Still pretty kind of high, isn't it?
I know.
Maybe there's more to it than that. Who knows? Who knows the reason why players don't want to go? Well, in some ways you can know, but.
All right, we good?
Well, you can head out if you want. If we do,
yeah, I gotta go talk. I gotta
give
my son
like
a call.
Record time, 24
Yeah,
minutes.
I gotta reach out to my son before it's too late.
Okay, well, head out then.
All right, bud. Guys, good
All
luck
right, you
tomorrow.
guys have, and I won't be on tomorrow, but I guess what are we doing Sunday?
Day of rest.
Okay. I was thinking.
Oh wait, are we gonna do the series picks?
That's what I was thinking about doing. At least one of the series, because then Monday we'll be doing the well, given that we don't got a game Monday, we'll be doing the picks for Tuesday's game. If the series starts Tuesday,
we do the Vegas Colorado.
I don't know. My thought would be is do everything Monday because people. Why are you tuning in on Sunday? There are no games. There may not be anything until Tuesday. Why don't we just wait till Monday?
Okay.
I
I'm
still
fine
think
with
it's a
that
good.
too.
You may find more props available by Monday, anyways. I mean, the only thing I sent to you guys was Theodore plus 300 to have more points than Makar.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
because obviously
Yeah,
Makar's
I'm going to be
dealing with
taking
something.
McCarr under shots every single game too.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one.
See you
All
later.
right, JD, we'll see you.
Take care.
Have a
Good
good
luck.
evening.
Keep them straight, Dre.
All
No
right.
slicing.
I know, man. We'll see.
All right. Enjoy.
See you
Just
later.
got to make contact. That's the
The
first part
Carolina
of it.
series, it's probably going to be Montreal. I think that's going to be interesting in the sense that, I mean, if I this playoffs, I've won on a lot of things, but Montreal has really been. I'm just leaving them alone right now. I can't read this team. I swear to God, if they can beat Carolina, I'll bow. I'll bow to you. If you can beat Montreal with that roster, St. Louis is a fucking genius, and Dovish has got to be.
You mean if they
Imagine
can
the
beat
shots
Carolina?
Dovish is going to see over Carolina, like in
Yeah, it's going to
Carolina.
be a save palooza.
It's going to be the first time we've seen like a 32.5 for save props, I think.
But you know what? In game one, you got to take your opportunity before they start raising that line and juicing the number. I mean, raising the number and juicing the
Yeah,
line by, like, if you early game one, like, I would suggest laddering his saves to 35 or
yeah.
40.
Mm-hmm.
And then because in game two, if he hits, like, say if he hits 35 or 40 in game one, you're not going to get that value in game two.
No.
So hit it early if that's what you want to play, if that's something
And
you're
then
looking to play.
take the first period too. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty
that
sure it's going to be high anyways. It's going to be 29
yeah.
and a half right out of the
Yeah,
gate.
it'll open 28, 29 for sure. It might open
Absolutely.
28 and automatically roll 29, like in
Yeah.
the first hour.
Goalies left in the playoffs, not the usual suspects. Yeah, I mean, Dovish, the guy was playing well going into the playoffs as well. And Carolina in
Not
5, I agree. Carolina in 5 would be my play too, but I'm telling you, man, this is every time I go back and look at this Montreal roster and then I look at them play, I'm just like, how the fuck is this happening? Like I know you got your killer top 4 there, but there's
what's happening is it seems like, and like you said, maybe it's San Luis and his genius mind, but certain lines, like when the top lines aren't clicking, the bottom lines are clicking. So no matter when somebody is off, another line is stepping up and is on. And in most cases, when those top lines aren't on, a lot of the times the bottom lines don't produce, and then that's when you get your losses. But somehow, some way, I mean, look at Newhook. Fucking Newhook is a prime example of somebody that didn't do shit, that's doing all kinds of shit now. And,
well, I know what
for like
happened
that
with
first
Newhook.
series, no Caulfield.
He told him to start flying the zone. He told him to fuck defense for a while. They won't see it coming. And sure as
Yeah.
shit. And then I said, watch out for Newhook in that Buffalo game at home. They're going to be on him. And then as soon as he does that, they're on him and they're starting to pay attention to Newhook. Now the Caulfield line goes, he's like, okay, you guys go now. It's he's amazing, man. He's amazing. What is after the link break? Would you take Habs or Sabres in that first game versus Carolina? At least first goal, first period. After the long break, oh yeah. I mean, it didn't work out the last game, but I mean, we're talking about 9 days now. The long break, but that was against Philly, right?
Yeah.
So
I would maybe take the both teams to score, not
score,
necessarily
yeah.
first
It's
score.
kind of what I like too. Yeah, both teams.
Yeah, I would take rather than the first goal, first period, because Carolina could come out hot too. And what's another thing is, like, another thing Montreal hasn't even dipped into is Fowler. Like, I know he's a rookie, but he looked decent in some games. So, but Dovish has been playing great other than that first period in game 5. Like, he's
Montreal's
been,
going to have to find a way to get shots against the best shot suppression team in the league. And this is the
yes.
first time they've really hit like this kind of shot suppression in the
Yeah.
series. So,
They're going to be looking for fucking time and space. I'll tell you that for sure. Because
and
Carolina they give you this much of it. The hold down on Miracle Miles got a hole
yeah,
that
yeah.
big.
Yeah, I
A big
mean, this
fat
system
hole.
is so incredible. I was saying Louis gonna have to work some fucking magic, but he's been doing it up until now. The what is it, Don Manlow? Yeah, Montreal beat them in the regular season without Slavin and without who else was out there? There's another one. 2 of the games they played, they didn't have Slavin.
Stall? No.
No, defenseman. They had 2. They were short 2 defensemen, 2 big defensemen.
Martin Hook? Martin Hook?
Miller.
Uh,
Without
oh,
Slavin
Miller.
and
The
without
other
Miller.
M.
So, I mean, that's pretty huge. You got that young Nikishin kid was playing top. I took Montreal of those. They had, yeah, Gosh Despear. I think they actually, one of the games they were out Gosh Despear, Miller, and Slavin. And then the last game they played was like a week and a half left in the season, and like Carolina was sitting half their lineup. So they never played them in a full lineup. And you've got regular season Anderson compared to playoff Anderson, and I think one of them, Bussy, was in that. But so I made the mistake with Ottawa once. I'm not doing it again. That was it. This is a totally different thing now than whatever you saw in the regular season.
I don't think you're going to be able to get Carolina at a playable line anytime in the season on the money line. Like, I feel like even on the road, you're going to have to pay like a minus 150 price. But I'm comfortable with playing the team total for Carolina all the way through because, I mean, Buffalo has been able to score on Dovish. So, I mean, and Carolina's been a scoring machine in the playoffs. So
I
I'm
might
probably going
look.
to have to play it that way.
I might look. I might look at the Montreal team total under,
Yeah.
like Rico said here. They couldn't get shots versus Tampa.
Yeah.
So how many? But the thing about this team though with Montreal is they don't need many shots. These guys are
No.
feeling it, man. Like they're picking corners, and it's you got a team like that can just pick corners and score when they need to. That's great coaching too. That means you got a great energy in the room. Guys are confident and they're happy and they're feeling loose and they're not tight and all of those sort of things like that. They're playing Buffalo is playing tight. That's one of the biggest problems that they have is they're playing tight. Montreal's loose, man.
Yeah. Or go right back to the, Carolina money line and Stankoven 2+ shots.
Yeah.
Like,
There'll be
that's
lots
another
of
way to
ways
do it.
to look at it,
Yeah.
to look at those sort of things too. Um, that's series wise, maybe. Yeah, Montreal's got to bring it the first game. That's the one that they got a really good chance out of. Maybe Carolina is a little loose leg, but I mean, we certainly didn't see it in Philadelphia. That's for sure. But they did. How many days did they have off before that?
Mm, I don't remember.
I think they had like 4 days or something, not 9. But then
Yeah.
again, to me, I
It was
look
like a
at it
week
as
versus 2.
sorry,
I said it was like a week versus 2 or something. Like, it's almost
something.
double the length this time or
Yeah.
something.
The way I see it is Carolina's biggest problem up before now in the playoffs was they had to grind out. They had to grind out the whole season. They didn't rest their players, and they didn't have this kind of rest going up against teams like I think Carolina with rest in that system at full bore, full speed. I think they're going to give Colorado a go. I really do. If it's Colorado, I'm pretty sure Colorado will find a way there. But with McCarr, with their elbow, his shoulder, looks like, I don't know. It's either dislocated or shoulder or something. He can't do anything with that hand.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you got McNabb and Stone on the other side to see if they're going to be ready for
McNabb
game
is
one.
only had a suspension, so he'll be back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But Stone,
So,
I don't know. For apparently, they say he's going to be ready. Lehkonen for Colorado, that's a big loss. But apparently, he was skating and could have gone Game 5, but they chose not to.
yeah.
So,
All righty.
all right. I guess we'll talk about this when we do our series picks. But that's our full 42, I guess. Hymes body a little bit's the best there. So, set it. Go in the description. You can get the winnable for $150 with Hymes 12, or take swag, man. Go down there and grab Swag's ball picks. That guy is just rocking. Holy shit. 70-some% hit rate. Hit seven in a row. He is smoking. Glad to have him in there. So you can grab him. I think it's $25 a month for his stuff. Just load up on his picks and just use that as your bankroll. That guy is a beast. And Dre, what are we doing? We're not doing anything tomorrow morning then.
No, I'll be on the links. Hopefully shooting a low round. My tea time is 5:48 a.m. So I got to get up at 4 and leave the house by 4:30 in the morning. So I've already got my drinks, my beer, my smoke, all ready to go. That way I can have my breakfast of champions, Bloody Mary, and a blunt before I tee off. And should be all good. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do anything Sunday. I might take the day off too. But we'll see. Maybe we can do some pre-recorded content and maybe release it Monday morning or something, since I really haven't had anything on my channel this week. But
yeah, in the
you can find
evening,
me.
I'm going to be I'm teaching Carol. I'm going to be going out with Caroline.
Driving Miss Daisy, driving
Yeah.
Miss Caroline.
Yeah, I'm teaching her how to drive. So, and I just did on Minnesota Wild what they're going to do after what they're going to do in the off season, or their type thingamajigger. I got interesting trade stuff in there. That is going. It's going to be one hell of an off season this year. I know that for sure. There's so many teams that are desperate. Detroit, Edmonton, Minnesota. Cap space going up. I think it's going to be pretty crazy summer. That'll be cool. Keep us engaged until next year. Yeah. All right. That's my full 42. That's all I got to give, boys and girls. But all 42 I have, I do give it to you. We will catch you. We might have some pre-recorded stuff. Maybe Saturday Monday we'll be doing something.
I might have I'm probably going to put a golf play or two out tonight.
There you go.
For the third round of the PGA Championship tomorrow morning. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure you hop over to the Legacy Sports Discord and get my hockey and golf bets for tomorrow. But catch them before I start charging again. It sounds like we're gonna go back to a paid subscription this year, but you can still get all of my golf bets and the rest of the hockey season for free. Just
check it out.
Discord.
And don't forget JD's VSiN. Go over to VSiN. He's got a lot of great stuff there. Also on Monday. Tomorrow's Monday, 12:30 Eastern.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow's Saturday. What am I talking about? On Mondays, he's on Sirius Radio. He's on VSiN, and he will be doing post-game shows on Sirius Radio for for this Vegas series as well for Vegas. So he'll be on that. I'm pretty sure that's going to continue. He was doing it the previous.
Oh, it was for the NHL network, right?
NHL Network. Yeah, that's a Sirius Radio, NHL Network.
Oh.
So if you have Sirius, if not, get Sirius. You can go check out his stuff. It's always fantastic. JD is a beast. Talk to you later, guys.
See ya. Peace.